Good Good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Ride with Si. Today's just going to be a short little video. To be fair, I'll say everyone's going to be a short little video and they end up being about 20 minutes, half an hour. But today's only going to be a little ride out to Jennycliff, which is a nice little cliff overlooking Plymouth Sound. Nice cafe up there as well to have a coffee and full English and whatever. After that I'm then gonna ride either to Bovisands beach, which is a stunning beach, typical beach of the southwest. There's a lot of stairs that go down to it, or if it's not Bovisands, we're then going to go to Mountbatten Pier, which is a pier just off Mountbatten, but it's where they set off the fireworks for the British fireworks competitions down in Plymouth. So if you've come down to Plymouth to watch that, or if you're from Plymouth and you've watched that, then that's where they set it off. But not sure which one I'm going to go to afterwards. I've got the missus driving with me at some point to take a drone up and about, so she can get to know a drone a bit better and learn how to fly it a bit better. Another nice cold day. Very much looking forward to spring, summer, when it warms up a bit and can get out more and more. But still got a few months to wait for that. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and a good New Year's Eve and didn't get too trolleyed. And now back to normality. If we've had time off of work like I have, working in a school, it's now back to same old, same old. During I said in my last video, but during the storm we had back in December, my bike fell and it's bent the shifter slightly. So I've not really had time, what with work and everything, to bend it back fully. And to be honest with you, I'm not too confident bending it back. I've seen YouTube videos and everything. Where people have bent their shifters and snapped it, but as long as I put a bit of heat on it, it says that well, people have said that it won't be too bad, but it's still usable. It's just I need to put my foot inwards slightly more to shift gear, that's all. Wearing my winter gloves today. I've been tending not to wear them and just wearing my summer gloves and getting just sucking up the fact that my hands are getting a bit cold, because I do struggle with the winter gloves. They are really thick, but today I just thought, well, there's no point moaning about it. I might as well just put them on and get on with it. I did when I bought the winter gloves, it did come with like an insert, a thin Chile insert, which I was going to put on and then put my summer gloves over it, just to, mean that I can wear my summer gloves, which aren't as thick, but then it's got a bit of extra warmth. But they've disappeared. The magical glove fairies taking them. Over the next few years, or after I've done my direct access, I'm going to upgrade some of my kit. Not all of it. Helmet's fine. Jacket's fine. I would like to get an armoured hoodie for summertime, because obviously jacket's fine now. I don't feel no cold and it's waterproof, but in the summer when it's red as out there, then I'm just going to get really hot. So if I can just get an armoured hoodie, then that's going to help. I also want to get, I've seen some nice leather gloves, which I'm going to look at getting. They're not too expensive and they've got all the protection with them, waterproof, windproof, which is brilliant. I've seen a nice pair with a Union Jack flag on it. And I've seen another biker, he's got his own YouTube channel, Man Cave Moto, and he wears cargos, armoured cargos, and the ones that he's got are £200 plus. So it is something I'm going to look at getting. Obviously, if they're going to be the same pair as that, then it's going to have to be later on when I've got the money, or find a cheaper alternative, but a cheaper alternative that's got the same protection rating and the same sort of gear. I've also been going to go outdoors, which is just over there. I'm looking at tents and some camping equipment, just to do a bit of solo moto camping. Not too far at the moment, because obviously I've only got a 125, but just around the area there's plenty of campsites at Dartmoor and down in Cornwall, which aren't too expensive for a night's camping. And I've looked at YouTube videos and reviews of tents, and there is a guy on there, I can't remember his name, but he rides a 125, rides it. He's got a full license, but he rides it because he prefers them. and he goes quite often over to France, Spain, places like that, on his 125, and he packs all his camping gear. So I know that obviously all the camping gear on your bike can weigh it down, and a 125, it's slow as it is with weight. But I know that there are tents out there which you can put on your bike and it'll be absolutely fine. Username Kate, I've watched one of her old videos from last year. It's a video where she rode a 125 up to Scotland to go camping, and she bought these panniers from eBay. They're just panniers which you just chuck over your bike, secure it, and then you can go. They're like fabric panniers, so that's something that I'm looking at, because I don't fancy getting proper panniers at the moment. I'd rather spend that sort of upgrade when I've got my direct access and get a full bike. Yeah, if I don't plan on keeping this one once I've passed, I'm going to try and like part exchange it for a maybe a 650 or something, a CV 650 or a Yamaha, something along those lines. So I don't want to pay out loads and do this bike up if I'm not going to keep it. There doesn't seem to be much point in that. It was the same as I was looking at a USB charger to put on here, just for when I'm out on long rides. But again, I know it's only £20 for a USB charger, but at the moment I'm not going out on it enough, and I don't need something else on the bike that's likely to drain the battery, and there's not much point in that. So that's something else I'm going to look at when I get a bigger bike, or I'll buy a bigger bike with the panniers, with the USB charger, and then it saves me a job of having to fit it myself and get aftermarket parts in. But not so long ago, me and a mate went to GT Motorcycles, which is just on the other side of his houses, so it's not too far, and we sat on a few bikes, and quite gutting, because I laugh at my other half for being small. She's not really that small, to be honest with you, but I do wind her up, and I was sat on the Yamaha and my feet couldn't touch the floor, which ironically she laughed at. And it's because I'm not a small person, but I have got a small inside leg. I've got a fatty inside leg. So bikes like a Yamaha, I couldn't touch the floor properly. I could touch it tiptoed, which some people say, well, that's alright, because when you get to traffic lights and stuff and you lean, one foot's going to be flat-footed. But as a new rider, or I will be a new rider of the bigger bikes, I just need that security of knowing that I can touch the floor properly with both feet if I need to, not have to stop and then lean it just to get a bit of security and a bit of stability. So I sat on the Honda CB650 and I could flat foot that. It's a nice bike. You can get upgrades for heated handlebars and stuff. So that's a potential one. Obviously it's not the one that I want, but in life we don't always get what we want. So we're in Plymstock now. We've just rode past a turn into the Broadway, which is a little shopping centre. Been there for donkeys. I used to go there as a kid. I still go there now. It's not as good as it was as a kid. Obviously, the sort of shops there used to be heaving, really nice shops, but now it's sort of died off. The same as most of high street shopping trade. Everything's online, which same for me. I order online. It's just easier and quicker. got this far and we're about 5 minutes away from Jennycliff, and I didn't even check to see if the mic was connected. I turned it on, but I didn't look to see if it was actually connected, so let's hope I've not made a cheeky little schoolboy error there. So this is a road that takes you to Jennycliff. There is another way to Jennycliff where you can go up towards Wembury Way and then turn in and go the country roads. And this is also the road to Mountbatten Pier. Some nice woods there for taking your dog or dogs, and we've gone there, we went there, well, we have gone there a few times. We've not been there for a year or so. But my last video that I posted was the last time I've actually been out on my bike, because I've got a car and obviously the weather's been shite, it's been cold. I leave for work at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's all been icy, and it's just quicker and easier to jump in the car, whack the heating on and heat up, than it is to get all your gear on, take the motorcycle cover off and do that. So I know it's just laziness, which I put my eye on my hands up, it is laziness. But yeah, and because of that, it's resulted in the battery going flat. And last year, just before Christmas, I jump started it, and today I've had to jump start it again, and I rode it Boxing Day, so it's been less than a month and it's gone flat again. So I think I've got a problem with my battery, so I'm gonna have to have a look online and see how much motorcycle batteries cost and potentially change it. Or I'm hoping that just going out on it a bit more like I am going to be will just charge it enough to keep it going. But because obviously it's gone flat, and luckily, I've said it before I think, luckily this Lex Moto's got a Kickstarter, so if the battery goes flat you can just kickstart it, which is brilliant. Obviously I tried kickstarting it today and it still wasn't ticking over, so I had to put some leads on it and jump start it. But I've got leads and I've got a car, so that doesn't matter. Right, we're just coming up to this little bit here, which is a little estate, and then this is going to lead on to Jennycliff. It's like a little magical alley, because you go through like a little wooded bit and you literally within a minute you're greeted by beautiful views. There's one way as well, and then you just come through, it's probably not even a minute to be honest with you, and then yeah, you're just greeted by beauty. So I'm going to park up in here, the car park, and I'm going to wait for my other half to come. The only issue with this car park now is it used to be. So this is a view from Jennycliff. My fat fingers again. I've got a selfie stick which I got for Christmas, which I keep meaning to bring, but I don't do it. So this is a view from Jennycliff. So over there you got Plymouth Hill. I'm not sure if you can actually see it. Let's try and zoom in. It's not got much zoom in DJI Action 4, but that's Plymouth Hill over there. Mountbatten Pier, you can just see the end of it. And then you go over, you've got Drake's Island, which I showed you in the last video from a view of Plymouth Hill. Mount Edge coming in the distance. Lovely bit of water. You've got the breakwater up there, which they do tours from Plymouth Barbican to get up there. There's like a little walkway down to like a little beach. And then around the corner is Bovisands, where we're going to be going in a minute. but a lovely place to walk a dog, bring your dog down. Massive fields, you can get to Mountbatten Pier, going up through fields, go through fields. Jennycliff Cafe. It's just beautiful, you know, greenery, bluery. It's just a nice place to come, especially in the evening, and in the summer when it's warm and you got sunset, or even if you want to come up in the morning, sunrise from here. It's beautiful. This is the little beach by Jennycliff. Not a sandy beach, as you can see. Well, a bit of sand, more stones. Lovely place to take your dog again, and it's really quiet compared to most beaches. Obviously, I know it's winter still, but even in the winter, most beaches are absolutely rammed with dog walkers because you're not allowed to take your dogs on beaches during the summer. But again, lovely view.